Let my people go. Moses always knew that he was not an Egyptian prince. Before returning him to the princess, his mother had told him that he was in truth a Hebrew and asked him never to forget his people. Moses hated to see the sufferings of his people. One day, when he was a young man, he saw an Egyptian guard beating a Hebrew slave. Moses killed the guard while trying to save the Hebrew. When the Pharaoh heard about this, he ordered that Moses be killed. But Moses ran away before he could be caught. While Moses was in exile near Mount Sinai, God appeared to him in the form of a burning bush. Moses knew this was a vision from God because the bush was not destroyed by the fire. God said, "Moses, my son, I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I have seen how my people are suffering in Egypt. I have chosen you to set from them free. Your brother Aaron will help you in this mission. I will always be by your side." And so Moses went back to Egypt carrying God's message. When they arrived in Egypt, Moses and Aaron said to the Pharaoh, "The God of Israel has this message for you. Let his people go so that they can hold a feast in his honor." But the Pharaoh laughed and refused to let the slaves go. Instead, he made them work harder. God was enraged when he saw what Pharaoh had done. He decided to send the 10 plagues to Egypt in order to punish the Pharaoh for disobeying him. At first, he turned the waters of the Nile into blood. The fish in the river died, and the river became foul. Then God sent plagues of frogs, gnats, and flies. He also caused the farm animals to catch diseases, but the Pharaoh still refused to let the slaves go. God then set plagues of hail balls, locusts, and darkness, but none of these affected the Pharaoh. Finally, God said, "Send the most terrible plague of all." He told Moses, "Son, I will bring upon Egypt one more plague. Around midnight, I will go out into Egypt, and every firstborn son in the land will die." God also told Moses how the Israelites could avoid this terrible plague. He said, "Tell my people that on the 10th day of this month they shall take one lamb into every household. They shall keep the lamb until the 14th day of the month, and then kill it at the same evening. Each household must smear some blood on the doorpost, so that I will know that the house belongs to my people, and spare them. Roast the meat and eat it that night with unleavened bread and bitter herbs. Each year you must do this on the same day. You will call this day Passover, as if the day God passed their homes of the Israelites. The people of Israel did as God told them to, and on the day of the Passover, and the firstborn sons of Egypt were struck dead, and the Pharaoh too lost his son. Stricken with grief, the Pharaoh summoned Moses and Aaron. He told them to take the people of Israel and leave Egypt. But after they left, the Pharaoh realized what he had done. I have let the slaves go and lost their services. He thought to himself, and so he took his army and went after them. Moses told the people not to be afraid. God will show us the way, he said just then. Just then, God commanded Moses to raise his staff towards the Red Sea. Moses did as he was told, and the waters divided. He then led his people through the waters, through the walls of water. Once they reached the other side, Moses pointed his staff once again. This time, the waters fell back, drowning the Egyptian army. When the people of Israel saw the great power of God, they put their trust in him and in Moses, his servant. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.